Hoping that you are able to hear me. It is raining crazy over here. Literally the storm just opened up as I was about to go online, so bear with me as I am. Hopefully you guys can see me. See, perfect. It looks like I am live. Very excited. Let me just go ahead and get this going for you guys. Perfect. Awesome. So this is the last part of today's or the end of the year challenge. So hopefully you have enjoyed the other ones. And today we have gone through a lot of different things, right? I am here. Join me, hopefully. So we have gone through a lot. You guys have learned a lot of different things, and hopefully they have been very beneficial to you guys, and you've been able to learn a whole lot about, or not a whole lot, right? Let me just say that you've been able to learn a lot about the KDP process, right? It seems a little bit overwhelming when you're doing things. And when you're doing things for the first time, right? It is a process. The good thing is that there are people like me out there that we're willing to help because I believe in pay it forward, right? There's a whole bunch of people that I am thankful for. A good friend of mine, Rosie, she has been instrumental in the development of me as an author. So she has taught me a lot of the different things that I have learned through the years. So hopefully you have learned as well with the amount of things that I've been able to teach you in these 4 things. So we started off with the strategy, right? Keywords, key learnings, all of that good stuff. Then we talked about design, different type of tools out there. Then we talked a little bit about publishing, different type of publishing tools and things that you can use. And for today, okay, now you have to publish a book. How do people know about it, right? Other than finding them on Amazon. So you got to do a little bit of work as well. You got to put yourself out there. So before I go into the different things that we're going to talk today about, let's think about what your promotion is going to look like. And it could be done in different ways, right? Obviously, a lot of people are doing social media these days, so it's very key. It's going to be very key to your business, right? So I suggest you to start creating your own Facebook page, to start establishing yourself as an author. Start creating your Instagram account, or even TikTok or Pinterest, right? It all depends what you are more comfortable with, but at the same time, you got to think about where your audience is. So if you are creating books, you're creating coloring books for children, guess what? Where moms are going to be in Pinterest, they're going to be on Facebook, they're going to be, depending on the age, right? So you got to start thinking about those things because you want to reach that audience. So you're going to put yourself out there. You want to make sure that, that was a thunder lightning. You want to make sure that your book is out there. So today we're going to go over 2 different tools. And we will touch a little bit about ads at the end, because I think it is also important for you to understand. And I will do a separate video on ads because it's a very complicated way to understand, to do. There's a lot of different steps. So for today's purposes, I'm just going to focus on A+ content, which is the brand new thing and brand new tool and free that Amazon has, as well as social media. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to switch my video. Go from here to here, and hopefully you are able to see my screen. So where do you find A+ content? Okay, so let's think about what A+ is. and what would it do for you, okay? So A plus content is the ability to add a little bit more of you, of the book, in a very, very visual manner. So that way, when you are going through the process of publishing your book, other folks and the consumers, they have the ability to read a little bit more, get familiar with the other things that you do, right? What they're seeing is just one book, but in your author central page, you might have hundreds, right? You want to be for them to be able to not just purchase one, right? If they like one, perhaps they like another one. But if they don't know about it, they're not going to be able to purchase, right? So what this does is the ability to sort of think about it as a cross-promote one book with another one, right? It's just expanding upon the things that you are already creating. Now, I'm going to show you how to get to A plus content from here, and I'm going to show you then what Amazon is saying about A plus and how to do it, and some examples, okay? So, how do you get to A plus content? You go into this tab over here. It's called Marketing tab. And I'm clicking, and hopefully it will go fast. Within marketing resources, I'm hoping that you have gone into this page before. So, and if not, take a look at it, because here are the things that you're able to use to promote your books, right? First and foremost, if you don't have an author central page, you need to get one. This is the location where all your books are going to be located, right? And it's an opportunity to talk a little bit about yourself and establish yourself as a brand. And as you can see, you can do it in all of these markets, okay? This is where you create your ads. Again, I'm gonna do a separate video on ads because, it deserves it. There's a whole lot of content in there, and I wanna be able to explain it well. We're not gonna have time today. This is where you run, this is A+, so we'll come back to that. Run a price promotion. So depending again on the type of book that you're doing, you may or may not be eligible for this, and then some other stuff on the bottom, okay? So for today's purpose, we're going to focus on A+ content, right? And again, with A+ content, you can add images, text, detailed pages, you name it. There's a whole lot of things that you can add in here to engage your readers, to engage those future customers that perhaps if they like one book, they're going to continue to buy other ones. So first and foremost, before you go any further, you want to go ahead and choose the marketplace, okay? And look at the amount of different marketplaces that you have available, right? From the .com to UK, you can do it in different languages. You name it, it is available out there. And I'm going to go ahead and click over here. Actually, I'm going to go on UK for a moment. And I'm going to click on Manage A+ Content. So you can see what does this page looks like and get familiar with this. Oh, it's not letting me go in it. Hold on, give me 1 second as I go into this marketplace. So bear with me 1 moment. And again, you select the type of market that you want to release your A+ content for, right? It's totally up to you. If you have one market which you sell the most of instead of the other one, then I will go for that, right? Or do a little bit of testing. In my case, I'm going to be doing a little bit of testing with the Spain market, as well as UK. So in Spain, obviously, it will be in Spanish. I'm bilingual, so I'm able to do that. So you want to make sure that you're fluent in that language, because what you don't want to do is come up with a scenario in which you are using Google Translate, and it's not good. I'll tell you right now, do not use Google Translate. Just hire someone that knows the language and is going to be able to help you with that. Okay, so let's go back to it. So here we are. This is how A+ Content Manager looks like. In here you have different links that is going to take you to different content and give you some inspiration on what to do when you're creating A+ content. Okay, so I'm going to switch into examples because I want to show you, before I even go down this path of start creating A+ content, I want to give you inspiration because I want you to see what is it, how would it look like, and so forth. Okay, so again, it gives you a variety of different modules that will help build the page. You can only see your book when they are in a desktop, right? That is not something that is available. It is not something that is available on the mobile version. It is only available on the desktop, right? So there's a lot of complaints because, again, that's where you have to work a little bit harder in your description. However, if you have A+ content, guess what? Anyone can see it. Whether they're in the mobile version or the desktop version, anyone can see it. So think about that because, again, it is another opportunity for people to understand a little bit more about your book, what do you have to offer, and get to know you as an author. Okay, so let me just go ahead and switch. And here you have an opportunity to have something like this, where you can put your own photo or a logo, talk a little bit about yourself. You can even have a listing of your books in here. And then again, just talk a little bit more, perhaps some. You can also have images and sidebars. I mean, the modules are so easy to use. You can easily go from one to another one. It is just great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here's another example, a great example of how to do image header to create these images. And all you got to do is download, drag them, and off you go. You're able to publish it. I love this example. It's really, really good. Okay, so here's some other examples of layouts that they have available. It's a comparison chart. Let's say, for example, you have different books, boom, 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 and you want to compare your book, series 1, 2, and 3, right? So then you're able to create a table to compare the type of content that each one of the books have. It is again, it's a great way to display different books. Technical specifications. Again, depending on the type of book that you're doing, this module may or may not be applicable to you. This is what a standard simple image and sidebar module looks like. Again, you can just put a picture of yourself and then add. You see, it's already pre-built. So this is where you're able to use, short biography. You can, list a couple of other things that are fun and exciting about your life. Again, you just want to engage your customers, and then perhaps some, testimonials on the right-hand side. You can also do something like this, and I'm going to show you how to create a mock-up of your book in Canva and then again your book, a description, a little bit more detail into what your book is all about. The main cover art that you do on the top, you can do it with a text overlay. You can just do full blown, you name it. This is where you can be creative. You can show your personality within this page. Here's another great example of how to showcase other books, where you can have one book over here with a description, another one here, or think of it this way, where you can display pages within your book that will showcase your book a little bit different, right? So again, another opportunity where you can have those customers that are purchasing your book via I can't find the word right now, via your phone, right? To see a little bit more about what your book is all about. Oh my God, that looks amazing, that salad. I might do that for lunch. I like that. Okay. Here's another way to showcase your book as well, where you have an opportunity to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different images about your book. And then people are able to click on each one of these, and then obviously this will convert into something big over here with a little bit more detail. Just text. If you want to add more text, perhaps this is an opportunity where you can, talk a little bit about a guest list, right? If you're building a guest list, subscribe here, go here. Perhaps this might be an opportunity to do so, or add a little bit more texture into what you have. So people, there you have it. This is A+. It is a phenomenon that you have out there to, again, showcase your book. So let's go back into Amazon, and I'll show you a little bit of how to get started. So once you click on Start, you create the content that you want to use, right? You see, I'm going to create a series on coloring books, and then next apply the numbers. And this is where you will find your book, okay? Once you assign your books, they will be shown over here, and then it will open up to something else. So bear with me. Let me find one of my utilize A+ better to your advantage. So I'm gonna go into one of my books and get the number. So it will pull up in here. Bear with me. Aha, I found it. Perfect. Like I mentioned, this is something that it just started rolling out. So again, why not use it, right? It is an opportunity to, okay, let me just go back to it. It is an opportunity to expand upon what you're doing right now. So why not? The more that you promote your book, the better it's gonna be. So you see, I have already applied content in there, and I'm going to hit apply content. And you see it right there. Perfect. So let's see. I'm just checking and see. It's saying that it is. And it's going to ask me to apply probably another book to be able to create the content. Let me just go in here. All right, so let's go into create the content. And this is, again, this is where you are able to add the modules. And you see this, and it gives you the measurements. You see how big that one is, right? So that's the standard header. And you can put unicorns are real, yay! And it's gonna be right there. Let's say I want to add another module, and I just want a regular company logo, or again, just a standard module, and I want to move it. And you see how easy that was? And then you can go ahead and let's say I don't want this particular module. That's okay too, right? It's just very, very simple to create these kind of modules, and then create a page that looks phenomenal when you think about another way to promote your book. I love this one. I think, again, this is a great opportunity to showcase your book a little bit different. I don't recommend this one, comparison chart, for books, because again, if they're all coloring books, you don't need to be comparing it, right? I'd rather do something like this, or perhaps, let me go into the other one that I was talking to you about, right? Or something like this, where you can have the different types of, and you can showcase more pages. But definitely, or even this one. This is definitely one of my favorites, because as you can see, you have the opportunity to add one image over here, and then boom, 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 other images in here that, as you click, they are going to pop over here with a little bit more of a description of what the book is all about. Once you are all set and ready to go with your books, and you're ready with your images, and you feel comfortable with how this page is going to look like, then just go ahead and hit, obviously, submit, go into submit, or you can save it as a draft as you continue to work on it, totally up to you again. And then it will take about a few days. I will say probably anywhere between 5 to 7 business days for them to be able to get the approval. And once it's there, oh my God, it is amazing. I'm trying to see if I can find one book out there where it has that, so bear with me as I look through that. Let me just pull that up. Okay, it's pulling up. My apologies, my Wi-Fi today is horrible because it's raining, so bear with me as I do that. Let's see. Let me go in here and pull another book up there. I'm just trying to see if, yes, it's not letting me pull because of my Wi-Fi. So my apologies. Let's see, I'm going to give one more try and see if this one is pulling. I wanted you to see in real life because I know sometimes seeing examples may or may not be not the same. I'm a very visual person, so I want to make sure that that I can just go and see examples, get inspiration. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I'm able to get one for you. If not, again, my apologies for not being able to pull it. It's one of those things that, man, oh man, right? You gotta love technology. So let's see. This one doesn't have that either. Let me see of her books. I am able to, no, unfortunately I'm not able to pull it, so my apologies for that. So anyway, that is one thing that you can use that is at your disposal. So let's go ahead and we're gonna switch gears into another great way to promote your business, which is social media, right? I strongly encourage you to get a Pinterest account because there's a lot of folks that go into Pinterest for inspiration. Not only that, you're able to post an image of the book with a very enticing title, and then you get a link. And guess what? That link is going to take them straight into purchasing that book. It's almost like a straight purchase, shot, or to be able to. So keep that in mind, right? Pinterest is going to be your friend when it comes to this. Yes, Facebook. Yes, Instagram. Instagram with links. They don't do well because, again, it's very visual. So your best friends will be Facebook because, again, you're able to link out, and that way people are able to purchase straight the platform as well as Pinterest. But for today's purpose, I'm just going to show you Pinterest. So we're going to go into Canva, my favorite, of course. We are going straight into creating a pin. Again, all you have to do is when you're in Canva, just type Pinterest pin and boom, there they are. And what I love about it is that you see all of these templates. Hello, you can use any of these templates to create your book. Isn't it, to create your pin and promote your book. Isn't it phenomenal? I love it. I love it. Okay, I like this one. And I also like this. So let me just go ahead and do that. Right? I love the colors. Obviously, I'm not going to be using that image, so goodbye. I'm gonna change to unicorns are real. It's gonna be, let's see, unicorn coloring book for those who love magic, right? And then you can just put your own website over here, foreverfun.store. That way you'll see. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to show you a quick trick. I can't wait to show you this. So, I have downloaded the image of the book over here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see, okay? Now, what is cool about this, I'm going to show you how to create this in the shape of a book. So you click here on Edit Image. And remember, I have shown you before how to use filters, right? Let's see. You see where it says Smart Mockups? You click in there. And you're able to create this in the shape of a book. So you scroll down, or you can put it on a smartphone. You can put it in, the screen of a computer. Isn't this amazing? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me just go in real quick and find the books. And you see how many different ones you can have? Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Let's try this one for a moment and see how it looks like. I'm just bringing up that. That's how it's gonna look like. I kind of like it. Or if you want a standalone, right? Let's say instead of just having a hand, because you don't want to have hands in there, you just want to have the cover itself. Let's go down all the way again. And I think I saw an option for just a book, which is this one, book 6. And again, there's other programs where you can do mock-ups of your book. But again, if you're using Canva to design your book, so why not to create your book covers, right? And this is how it looks like. And you can make it bigger. Isn't that cool? I love it. So now I'm going to move it over here. Let's see. Oh, why did it do that? Okay, let's try it again. Let's try this again. Perfect. I don't know why it was doing that crazy thing, right? And then you can put it in the middle, and then you pick these and you move them because you want your book to be showcased. And perhaps instead of black, let's make this more colorful. Let's make this color, and then this one, perhaps instead of that color, I don't know, maybe green. Maybe yellow. The point is so it can pop, right? And perhaps we made this big. And we just go ahead and then get the text, make it bigger. Bold. Boom. And then you can have something like this. Another great thing that Canva has is it has the ability to post from the platform into Pinterest. So keep that in mind. As you can see, you can connect Instagram, you can connect Twitter. There's a lot of different things that you can schedule it and then post it into Pinterest or your Facebook page or your group. There's different things that you can use within Canva itself, or you can just simply download it and then you can just go ahead and use it. Isn't that great? It is very, very cool to do, very simple to do. And again, once you post this pin into Pinterest, you can just go ahead and add the link straight into Amazon so people can go ahead and purchase your book. Isn't that phenomenal? So again, I hope that you have learned a little bit more about how to promote your books. Put yourself out there. It's not just a matter of publishing the book on Amazon and let the magic happen. You gotta be a little bit more assertive. And if this is your business and if you are real and you really want to move forward with this because the competition is very high out there, then you got to put yourself out there. You got to promote your books. There's no other way around this. So why not taking advantage of all of these amazing tools that are free? Hello, they're free. And you're able to earn additional dollars, right? And, continue to earn the income that you always wanted to learn. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a separate video about ads because although it is a paid opportunity, it is very, very, very lucrative when it comes to creating additional income as well, because your books are going to be out there, they're going to be promoted, and you're going to be selling.